Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. In the previous videos we have learned the whole chapter from the textbook, that is chapter number 14 statistics, wherein we have learned about different measures of central tendencies. Also we have seen few extra questions, and we are also done with the Zoom online sessions for the doubts clarification part. Now from today onwards we are going to start a new topic, that is chapter number 11 of your textbook, trigonometry. Okay, so firstly we will see what is trigonometry actually. So here write side heading as important points under this chapter. First point, we will see what is trigonometry. The word trigonometry is derived from Greek language. Wherein this tri means 3, gono means angles, and the third word metry is derived from Greek word metrin, which means measure. Okay, the word trigonometry is derived from Greek language. It is a combination of 3 Greek words: tri, gono and metrin. Tri, it is very easy, 3. Gono is nothing but angle in our English language, and this metrin is the third word, which means measure. So here in the topic of trigonometry we are going to study about 3 angles measurement figures, which are nothing but triangles. Okay, so our second point is, it is a branch of mathematics that deals with the study of relationship between sides and angles between the sides of a triangle. Okay students, it is a branch of mathematics that studies the relationship between the sides of the triangle and the angles between the sides of the triangle. Okay, so triangles are of many types, but in this chapter trigonometry we deal with right angle triangle, because we are having 6 different trigonometric ratios that we will see now. So for that purpose we are having different formulae for different trigonometric ratios. So with respect to right angle triangle only we can get the formula of that trigonometric ratios. That is the reason here we will deal with which triangle? Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle means one angle will be of 90 degree, and we study the relationship between the sides of the triangle and the angles of the triangle. Okay, now we will proceed for that one. Third, in a right angled triangle ABC. I am taking one triangle which is right angle triangle. I am naming it as ABC, triangle ABC. Okay, right angle triangle means one angle should be of 90 degree. So among these 3 I will take angle B equals to 90 degree, and angle A I will take as theta. Either you can take angle A as theta, or you can take angle C as theta. Why I have taken that as theta, that I will say now. This is your right angle triangle, okay? this is A, this is B, this is C. Because here I have taken angle B is 90 degree. In a right angle triangle, there are three sides. So one side easily I can say it is hypotenuse side. There are different names of all the three sides of this triangle. Okay, this is the hypotenuse side of the triangle. Why it is hypotenuse? Because it is the longest side of the triangle. As well as we can say side is opposite to the 90 degree angle of the triangle. So this will be the longest side of the triangle. We can say this as hypotenuse. So here AC is the hypotenuse side of the triangle. More two sides will be there, opposite side and adjacent side. So when I ask to many of the students which is the opposite side, means some people will say AB is the opposite side, some people will say BC is the opposite sides. But there are few talented students, they will say no, we cannot decide which is the opposite side until and unless we have theta. So that is the reason I have taken angle A as theta. Here I will take this as theta. Theta means with respect to angle A, we will be writing the 6 different trigonometric ratios over here. Okay, with respect to this theta, which means with respect to angle A we are taking. So as angle A is having theta, which side is opposite to this one? BC is opposite to this theta. That is the reason this side is your opposite side and the third side will be your adjacent side. Okay, the three sides of the triangle. Hypotenuse is very easy to decide. It will be the longest side of the triangle, as well as we can say the side which is opposite to 90 degree angle is the hypotenuse, and the opposite side is nothing but the side which is opposite to theta. Okay, the third side remaining one will be adjacent. Suppose instead of theta over here, if I take theta at C, that time this side will become opposite side, this side will become adjacent side. But in this case we are having theta at A. That is the reason this is opposite side, this is adjacent side, and this is hypotenuse as it is opposite to 90 degree angle. Okay. Now we will come for the trigonometric ratios. Okay. There are 6 trigonometric ratios we have. With respect to this, we are writing the trigonometric ratios of sides of the triangle. Okay, there are 6 trigonometric ratios, as I said. First one is sine theta. Second one is cos theta. Okay, we will write the formula for them: sine theta, cos theta. Then third one is tan theta. You people are supposed to write just one below the other. Okay, don't come inside. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 trigonometric ratios all together you can write. Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Fourth one is cot theta. Fifth one is secant theta, and the last one is cosecant theta. As we are writing trigonometric ratios over here, any two sides we need to divide, like opposite by adjacent, adjacent by hypotenuse, hypotenuse by opposite. So every trigonometric ratio have a different formula over here. So how to remember which ratio will get which formula? For that purpose, just make a small table like this, having three boxes. Okay, 2 rows, 3 columns. You make, write a small table. Like a song tune, you people will hear songs. So there is a song, so like that one tune is there. So what you can do, OA, OA you can write in the boxes first, like this, OA and then OA. Okay, OA, OA. After making the table, OA, OA, then 2 boxes are left. In that you write H, H. So here this O is indicating opposite, A is indicating adjacent, and H is indicating hypotenuse side. Understand? So here what I will do, I will just make this table bigger. What I said? 2 rows, 3 columns, then OA, OA, and in these 2 boxes H, H. So by seeing this table, easily you can write all the formula. As you have written this in order, this order you should remember: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. So sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Okay, so it means that what is the formula of sin theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. This is the formula of sin theta. Opposite by hypotenuse, which is nothing but which is opposite side over here? BC is opposite side and hypotenuse is AC. Understand? Next, cos theta. What is the formula of cos theta? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So I write here adjacent upon hypotenuse. Now see the triangle, which is the adjacent side? AB is the adjacent side and hypotenuse is the AC. Understand? Because in problems we will use one triangle will be given, he will ask you to find out any of the side, or else he will ask you to find out sin theta, cos theta, any of the trigonometric ratio. So by just seeing the triangle you cannot decide until and unless you remember the formula. Okay, so sin theta, cos theta we have written. Now our third formula is tan theta. This trigonometric ratio formula, tan theta is opposite by adjacent. This we will write over here, opposite by adjacent. Which is the opposite side in the triangle? BC and adjacent is AB. Understand students? BC by AB. Then cot theta. Cot theta formula is reverse. Adjacent by opposite you have to write. Adjacent by opposite. So which is adjacent side in the triangle? AB is adjacent and opposite is BC. Understand students? Now next formula is secant theta. Secant theta is also again like this, hypotenuse by adjacent. Hypotenuse by adjacent. Which is the hypotenuse side in the triangle? AC is hypotenuse and adjacent is AB. So AC by AB. And the last for trigonometric ratio is cosecant theta. Cosecant theta formula is hypotenuse by opposite. Hypotenuse by opposite. Hypotenuse side in the triangle is AC and opposite side in the triangle is BC. Okay students, I will explain again. The word trigonometry is taken from Greek language, wherein this tri means three, gono means angle and metrine means measure, which means here we are going to study about three angle measurement figures. So here it is a branch of mathematics that deals with the study of relationship between the sides and the angles of the triangle. Okay, sides and the angles, because with respect to the angle we will take the sides. Now in a right angle triangle, as I said, we will deal with right angle triangle over here. So I have taken one right angle triangle ABC, in which I have taken angle B is 90 degree and two acute angles are remaining. So among these two I have taken angle A as theta. So if I have taken angle A as theta, opposite to theta this side is there, so this side is known as opposite side, the next side is known as adjacent side, and as this is opposite to this 90 degree angle, opposite side will be hypotenuse. Okay, then trigonometric ratios, we have 6 trigonometric ratios. As I said, you need to remember the order: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Okay, just don't write sine. Sine, some angle you have to write compulsorily. So here we have taken angle as theta. If I don't write theta, sine A you should write. With respect to A, as you are taking sine A you should write. Okay, so I have taken theta over here. That is the reason I wrote everywhere sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, cosecant theta. Now how to remember all these formulae? You need to make a table of 2 rows and 3 columns. Okay, and then just like a song tune, as I said, you need to fill it OA, OA. Remember 2 boxes, you should write HH. Now as you wrote all these 6 trigonometric ratios, like in that order only you write over, start writing from here: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. From where you have started, there only you will come and finishes yourself. Okay, sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec we have written. Now with respect to this OA, OA, you got all the formula. Sin theta formula is opposite by hypotenuse. Cos theta formula is adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan theta formula is opposite by adjacent. Cot theta formula is in reverse way you need to see for these below trigonometric ratios. Adjacent by opposite. Secant theta is hypotenuse by adjacent. And cosecant theta is hypotenuse by opposite. This is cosecant theta, okay? Cosecant theta, this last one. Hypotenuse by opposite. Now I will see which is opposite side. I have written here BC is opposite, hypotenuse is AC. So BC by AC is the sine theta for this triangle. And cos theta value will be adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is AB and hypotenuse is AC. AB by AC. Likewise, we will get all the 6 trigonometric ratio formulae. Okay. These formulae we will use in doing problems of starting exercises. Not in the in the starting exercises. At many places we will use this formulae. So now you can copy down all these important points in your notebooks. So students, just now in the starting 3 points we have seen how the word trigonometry has been originated from Greek language, and then we have seen what is trigonometry actually, as it is a branch of mathematics which studies the relationship between the sides and the angles of the right angle triangle. And then at last we have seen we have defined the trigonometric ratios, 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to the ratio of sides of a right angle triangle. We have taken a right angle triangle and then we have defined all the trigonometric ratios with respect to the ratio of sides, which means as we are dividing the sides, right, so it is nothing but ratio we are taking of the sides of a right angle triangle, like opposite by hypotenuse, hypotenuse by adjacent, something we have taken. I said to remember these formulae by the logic, by making the table OA, OA, and then in the remaining 2 boxes write H, H. Okay. Now we will write the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. See students, actually there are 5 to 6 set of different formulae over here. That is the reason I am saying you the logic how to remember the formula. So first series we have learned by that OA, OA, wherein we will be defining the trigonometric ratios with respect to the sides of the triangle. Ratio of the sides of the triangle we were taking. Now we will see the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. Now we will see what are those specific angles. Okay. Point number 4. Trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. We are saying trigonometric ratios for some specific angles. There are 5 specific angles that we will see here now. So for that you need to prepare this table. Here we will write trigonometric ratios. Okay. Below we will write all the 6 trigonometric ratios. Here we will take angles, which is nothing but degrees we will take. Okay. As I said, there are 5 specific angles. So first one is 0 degree. Next one is 30 degree. Then 45 degree. Then 60 degree. Last one 90 degree. So what is the sequence of the trigonometric ratios? Let's see. First one is sine theta. Next one is cos theta. Then tan theta. Then cot theta. Next secant theta. And the last one is cosecant theta. Okay. What are the 6 trigonometric ratio sequence? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, cosecant theta. And we will get sin theta value for 5 specific angles, which means sin 0 degree, sin 30 degree, sin 45 degree, sin 60 degree, sin 90 degree. Now what I will do, I will just say you to remember these 5 values. It will be good. How to make this complete table in an easiest way I am saying. You just need to remember all these 5 values. Okay. For first ratio, sin theta values you need to learn. Like first sin 0 is 0 only. Sin 90 is 1. Okay students. In between 3 more values are there. So here what will happen? Here you have to write 1 by 2. This is 1 by root 2 and this is root 3 by 2. This is easiest way to learn first ratio formula. What are the values? First value is 0, 90 degree value is 1 and in between 3 values are there. So 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, last one is root 3 by 2. So what we got? 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and then last one we got as 1. Okay. Now cos theta values easily you can write. From the last you need to go on writing. Cos theta is 1, then root 3 by 2. In a reverse order you need to write. First comes 1, then root 3 by 2, then 1 by root 2, then 1 by 2 and the last one is 0. Understand? Now how to write this tan theta values? You have to do sin theta by cos theta. It's good if you write beside. Tan theta value can be obtained by doing sin theta by cos theta. And for that sin theta by cos theta, you need not to go to the rough column also for dividing it. Already here if you see, it is like sin theta by cos theta. This line is acting as divided by line. Okay. So 0 by 1 is what? 0. 0 divided by 1 is always 0. Now when you divide this 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, both the denominators gets cancelled. 2 gets cancelled. What remains? 1 by root 3 remains. Understand? Listen to my point carefully. This is also a fraction. This is also a fraction. When you are dividing two fractions, as their denominators are same, so this 2 gets cancelled. So what remains here? Here remains 1 and here remains root 3. So you will get this value as 1 by root 3. Understand? 1 by root 3. Then here what will happen when you divide this? Again this root 2 gets cancelled. What you will get? 1 by 1, which is nothing but 1. Okay. Then when you comes here, this 2 gets cancelled same. Then you will get root 3 by 1, right? Root 3. See, when you have 1 in the denominator part, you will ignore that 1. But when you have 1 in the numerator, it is necessary to write that 1 and whatever denominator is there. Okay. Here you see in numerator I got 1 and in denominator I got root 3. So I wrote 1 by root 3. But wherein here I got 1 by 1 because these both root 2's got cancelled, right? So 1 by 1 denominator is also 1. So I am ignoring that, I am writing only 1. Same happens here also. This 2 got cancelled. What remains? Root 3 by 1. So I have ignored this 1 as it is in the denominator. I wrote only root 3. Understand? Now last one is what? 1 by 0. Some students will say it is also 0. But it is not 0. 1 by 0 is always not defined. Infinity. Not defined. Okay. So remember 0 by 1 is 0. 1 by 0 is not defined. If the 0 is in numerator, it is 0. If the 0 is in denominator, it is not defined because you cannot divide them. Okay. Now cot theta, same as you did for cos, from the reverse order you need to write for cot also. Infinity, which is not defined, then root 3, then 1, then 1 by root 3 and the last one is 0. Okay students, we have done till here. Now last two rows are remaining. Secant theta. How to write secant theta? You have to do 1 by cos theta. Tan theta you have obtained by doing sin theta by cos theta. For secant theta, just you have to do 1 by cos theta, which means you need to write the reciprocals of cos theta. Because the reciprocal of cos theta is 1 by cos theta, right? So that is the reason, just see the values of cos theta and write their reciprocals. What is the reciprocal of 1? 1. Reciprocal of root 3 by 2? 2 by root 3. Reciprocal of 1 by root 2? Root 2 by 1 you will get. As 1 is coming in the denominator, I am ignoring it. Then 1 by 2 reciprocal is 2 by 1. I am writing only 2 because denominator 1 I am ignoring. Reciprocal of 0, it will become 1 by 0, right? Which is not defined. Okay? When you do the reciprocal of 0, you will get 1 by 0 because if there is nothing in the denominator, 1 will be there. So 1 by 0 is not defined again here. We have learned in 8th grade that 0 does not have its reciprocal. So that is the reason it is not defined. And for cosecant theta, again in reverse order you have to write. Not defined, 2, root 2, 2 by root 3 and the last one is 1. Understand? I repeat it again how to make this table. Here you will write all the 6 trigonometric ratios in a sequential manner, and right side you will write some specific angles. What are our specific angles? 0 degree, last one is 90 degree. Okay. Then 30 degree, then 60 degree. In between you will have 45 degree. Okay, easily you can remember. Start with 0, end with 90, then 30 minus 30 plus 30 minus, so you get 30 and 90, and middle one is the exact mid value of 90 and 0, which is 45 degree. For this first sine theta, I said you to remember the values. What are the values? Starting value is 0, last one is 1, and in between three values what you should write? 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2. So you got all the sine theta values. Then cos theta, how you will write? From the last value of sine theta you start writing 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0 you wrote. And for tan theta, just write beside sine theta by cos theta. Here it is already like sine theta divided by cos theta. So we started writing 0 by 1 is 0. This by this, when we were doing, these denominators get cancelled. 1 by root 3 we got, and here these denominators get cancelled. 1 by 1 we will get. This denominator 1 we will ignore, we will write only 1. And when we do this divided by this, 2 gets cancelled. Root 3 by 1 is only root 3 we will get, because in denominator 1 we are ignoring. And the last one, 1 by 0, is not defined. Okay. Then for cot theta, start writing from last value. Not defined, root 3, 1, 1 by root 3, 0. Okay. Then for secant theta, 1 by cos theta, which means reciprocals of all these cos theta values. Reciprocal of 1, 1. Reciprocal of this 2 by root 3. This root 2 by 1 ignoring. This reciprocal is 2 by 1 ignoring. This reciprocal will be 1 by 0, which is not defined. Just now we have seen here 1 by 0 is not defined. So similarly here also, when you do the reciprocal of 0, this is not defined. It does not have any reciprocal. And for cosecant theta, from the last value we go on writing not defined 2, root 2, 2 by root 3, and then 1. So with this we have learned two set of formulae. One is trigonometric ratios with respect to the ratio of sides of a right angle triangle, and here we have seen the trigonometric ratios for some specific angles. Okay students, you people just note down this one. Hopefully in our next class we will see the problems of exercise 11.1, which involves these formulae. Okay, till then you people can learn all these formulae. Just practice this, write without saying once or twice both the set of formulae, so that you can become perfect, because more set of formulas are there that we will be learning in our upcoming videos. But for now, for today's session, after noting down all these things in the classwork, just after the completion of extra questions of statistics, you need to start this chapter trigonometry. Just if you want, you can leave one extra paper, then you can start trigonometry, otherwise nothing happens. So 11th chapter you need to write. First write all the important points, like 4 important points we have written today. First one, second one is about trigonometry, third one set of formulae, and fourth is also set of second formulae. Okay, second set of the formulae we have seen over here. In next class we will start exercise 11.1, that problems we will solve. For today you need to learn both the set of formulas and write without saying once or twice, so that you should become perfect. Because when you see the upcoming videos, by seeing the question only you should get excited and you should say, here we have to use this formula, etc, etc. Okay students, so all the best for this chapter. Good luck, have a good day. Thank you all of you. We will meet in our next video.